Blink, blink, ding, bling. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ling, 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 ding, 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 a ling, 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 a ding, diddling, ding, ding, diddling, ding, ding, diddling, ding, ding. Dink, 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 ding, ding, dink, dink.
I'm going to do 2 welcomes because I feel like the first one is always a little lackluster.
All right, no worries. Do what you gotta do.
Welcome! Welcome to Ho Yeah Podcast. Hi, Amy. Hi, listeners. How are you?
Hello, Jackie. You know what, Jackie? I want to say I'm okay, but actually, let me just tell you something real quick. I am doing a bunch of laundry right now, and the laundry place where I live is just right across the way, and there is an older gentleman who lives right above it, and he was out smoking a cigarette, and he asked me recently. I've been helping out my best friend and my cousin watch their daughter, who is my goddaughter, Luna. I've been watching her for a couple of hours a day, and he asked me, he was like, "Hey, Amy, is that your granddaughter?" Granddaughter!
Are you sure? Are you sure you heard this right?
I am 1,000% sure that I heard him right. And I was so taken aback. I was just like, "Oh, no, it's my goddaughter." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Granddaughter?
Granddaughter!
Amy, there's no way!
I swear to God, he said granddaughter, and I started walking around, and I'm like, I started walking away, and I'm like, granddaughter.
There's no way. I mean, no offense, but you don't look like a grandma at all.
No offense, thank God. I texted a couple people. I'm like, tell me the truth. Do I look old enough to be a grandma? Like,
oh my God.
You know, I love grandmas, but I'm 32.
Well, grandmas are a lot hotter than they used to be, so.
And I guess technically I could be a grandma. I mean, if I had a kid at 15, and then they had a kid at 14, 15, sure,
Oh man, if you had one at when you got your very first period,
right.
at 11.
Oh.
And then they had one when they were 11. You could be almost a great grandma by now. Wouldn't that be amazing?
No! No, it wouldn't. It sounds like a nightmare. So
it does.
I was like, first of all, I hate him now.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was just like, what? Granddaughter, grandma, granddaughter.
Oh my God, Amy, I'm so sorry.
So I've been processing that for the last 30 minutes. Like, are you kidding me? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with being an older woman. That's fine. But what the fuck?
Are you sure he's not negging you?
Yeah, I know. You know, I said something to a friend, and they're like, what if he's trying to gauge how old you are just to hit on you? And I was like, well, that makes me even madder.
Well, he shouldn't have to gauge that hard. There should be some awareness that he's like, I don't know how old she is, but I at least know she's not a grandma.
And I was like, what about niece or anything? Oh, so that's where I'm at right now, and I'm trying to come off of that. I'm trying to feel a little bit better.
Well, I mean, that just sounds so insane to me that it's hilarious, but if somebody said that to me, there would be a lot of processing time.
Yes. So. I was like, okay, all right, I can't
unhear that. I can't unhear that. I'm okay.
I know. No, I'm fine. No, I'll be all right.
Unbelievable. Anyway. It's not even like you have old lady voice or anything. Everything about you is young.
Oh my God. Oh.
Well, if anyone knows a great grandma that's under 40, please write into us. I would love to hear about that.
And no offense to the grandmas that are listening to us right now. I love you. We love you. But I'm not even a mother. So
We
little
love grandmas.
love grandmas. Love them. Love a
We
gilf, okay?
for
But
sure love grandmas and gifts.
but, it's not I. That is not I.
No, not at all.
Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm okay. I feel I might be very brain dead this week. I schools started opening in my area, and so
Mm,
I'm trying to I just picked up a bunch of kids on my caseload, so I'm trying to do
ooh.
teletherapy with all of these school kids that have never done teletherapy or anything
Mhm.
before. And
Mhm.
by the time I saw the last one today, he just wouldn't stop talking about ghosts. And any other time I'd be like, we really need to focus, but today I was just like, oh yeah, what else? What else do you know about ghosts?
That was a freebie session for you.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sounds scary.
Yeah. No, I'm writing that down. I'm writing that down. I will look that up. So it's been a busy week, um, but I don't know. I'm tired now. What was your question? Oh God.
Nothing, nothing. You answered it perfectly. Don't worry.
No. Well, I am excited about today's episode,
Yeah, me too.
Sleight of Hank. Oh, I did want to say though, it occurred to me we recorded the 1 year anniversary episode after we recorded the last episode that came out.
Mhm.
But so I would have said something on the last episode, except we recorded it before the anniversary episode. But when I listened back to the anniversary episode, it felt like we just talked so much about all of the amazing things that have happened from the podcast and how grateful we were. And only afterwards, listening back, there was still just so much stuff that we forgot to talk about. We were in Vulture.
Oh
Um,
my god.
that guy, the Borax kid, got a tattoo of our logo. I mean, there were just so many things that I was like, how could we not have talked about this? So I just wanted to, I'm sure there's other stuff
Wow.
I'm forgetting now, so I'll just talk about it next week. But yeah, we were in Vulture. I completely forgot about that.
I know, and that was so early on. They somebody wrote a review of our podcast, and it was the oh god, it was the one where Cotton is introduced to us. Um fuck, what's the name of it? God, people are going to be so mad at me.
Yeah, it was like some kind of Vulture article where they were featuring different podcasts, but not only did they mention us, but the picture for the article was from King of the Hill, so it felt like we were extra featured. And that
Yeah.
was by Pablo Goldstein,
Yes.
and that was just so cool.
Yes, it really was. It was like mind blowing, and I want it to happen again. So, any of you freelance writers out there, just submit a glowing review of our podcast.
Yeah, or just something very general, whatever.
Yes.
But I just wanted to mention those.
Yes, and the tattoo. That was again so early on, and actually I just talked to we were messaging back and forth, and I said, how's the tattoo? I'm so glad that you're still listening to us and you still enjoy us. He's like, yeah, he's like, I still like the podcast. He's like, and people ask me about it all the time, and he's like, it's a great story to tell people. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm so glad
Thank
you don't regret it.
God. Thank God. I want to do a good job on this podcast, and I love doing it, and it means so much to me, but a big motivation for me is to not make him regret getting that tattoo.
Yes, seriously. Oh, no
So,
kidding. Oh my God.
shout out to the Borax kid.
Shout out to you, my friend. Um, so you know what? We have a PO box.
Hey.
We have a PO box now, and I'm so excited to go check it. And we just got some amazing mail from people. We got,
Already?
yeah, I know. So okay, so first, everyone listen, if you want to send us some snail mail, please do. We would be super excited to receive whatever you want to send us. And our address, it's Ho Yeah Podcast, P.O. Box 5612, Gainesville, Florida 32627.
Mm.
So that is our PO box of
We need to come up
Addie.
with a song for that.
We do.
You remember Stick Stickly from
Yes.
Nickelodeon?
Yes. I was like, why am I thinking of a song right
Song
now as I'm saying this?
ready? Write to me,
Oh, I
Stick
don't know
Stickly,
it.
P.O. Box 963, New York
Oh,
City, New York State, 10108.
oh, yay!
Ah!
That's what we need. We need that. Oh man,
Write to us, P.O. Box 5612.
we love you. I don't know. Anyway, but we got so one of our listeners, and I'm sure you all recognize the name, it's Crimes Universe on Instagram, but their name is Andy, sent us this incredible, okay, so it looks like bingo, but it's called Wingo.
Ooh.
Oh, and it says all of your best hits. So hold on, let me grab it real quick just so I can read a couple. Hold on. All right, so it says, y'all, I made this little game board with classics from your pod. And it's Oh Yeah Bingo, but up top it says Wingo. And they've just got amazing things like cut that part out.
Oh,
Diarrhea, farts, or boners.
oh man.
Air date said loud as fuck. Laugh crying. 6-minute tangent. Something cum related. Trivia question answered during episode overview. A poop joke.
Oh my god.
Amy and Jackie shared the same listener comment. So there's a couple of things. It's so great. I posted it on our Instagram, so go look at it. If you guys want to play some Oh Yeah Bingo Wingo, please feel free. We would
I
love,
feel like everyone's going to have a full board by the end of each episode.
definitely, for sure. For sure.
There should be in addition to laugh crying, there should be laugh choking, which Amy does only very occasionally, but it's my favorite thing where it's just like a wheeze into like a choking, like of course I can't do it like you, but it's something like that.
Who knows? Well, maybe it'll pop up in this episode. We'll see. But then we also got some beautiful Angel Bobby stickers from Lucy, and their Instagram is designer underscore Lucy Doer, Dorer. So please go check them out. They're really cute. Again, I posted those as well. They're
Ooh, I didn't
so
see those.
adorable. Yeah, they're great. So we got those, and it's,
Oh,
I
they're
know,
really pretty.
aren't they? Some of them are kind of shiny, like holographic, and then the other ones are just
Oh,
matte, and they're both beautiful.
oh, with fruit pies and everything. Thank you,
Yes.
Lucy,
Thank you so much to both of you, Andy and Lucy. We
Andy, and
really,
Lucy.
we really appreciate your generosity and your creativity.
Ooh, it's Andy with an I. I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I almost
Yes,
asked you too.
it sure is.
Yay, thank you.
So yeah, write to us. We would love to hear from you.
Write to us. Oh yeah, podcast. P.O. Box 5612. Gainesville, Florida 32627.
That was, we could do better. It was decent, but I think we can do better.
I bet we can.
Not that I can offer anything, but
I have some notes. Just make it a little bit better.
yeah.
No, I don't know how. Just do it.
All right. Shout outs.
Shout outs. All right. I have a shout out.
Yay.
And guess what? It's from iTunes.
Hey!
Doodly-doo! iTunes review by N-Nei Swinger. N-N-E-I Swinger.
Huh.
And the subject says, quarantine must listen.
Ooh.
And the body says, I don't know how I stumbled across this, but I've been tearing through it while working remotely during the pandemic. The hosts remind me of the female equivalents of my friend and I, who have watched King of the Hill together religiously since middle school. Although, admittedly, our laughs are not nearly as good. See? I like the laid back nature of the podcast and have recommended it to both friends and work colleagues. Damn.
Hell yeah.
That's a hell of a review. Nice swinger. Thank you so much. That's an iTunes review and recommending us to friends and coworkers. Everyone take a lesson from Nice Swinger.
We can't. What more can we ask for? I mean, come on. Like that's top tier recommendation. Wait, no, that's top tier listener levels. I don't know if that. Fuck it. Whatever.
That's top tier.
Cut that out.
It's really, really good.
It's good. Fuck, because that's what I'm trying to say. Yay. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have any shout outs or?
Yep. I got toot. So one of our listeners sent us a message on Facebook and just wanted some like general info on how to start a podcast and everything. So I was chatting with them, kind of just gave them, whatever information I have. And they started one. And it is called Babes About Bud.
Oh.
I know. Great name, right? So
Who's
it's called
Bud? Just kidding. Imagine if it's about a guy named Bud.
Our friend Bud, we just wanted to talk about him. It's about cannabis, about the old green devil. I don't know if that is a term. I feel so fucking lame. I don't know anything about weed anymore. Maybe I am a grandma.
It's all about flower, right? That's what they say now?
Yes, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to read you off the little description that they have because I think it sounds great and you guys should definitely give it a listen. So they say, we are your weed information station. Green Goddess and Space Queen host your new favorite podcast, clever, about medicine, politics, and anything surrounding the cannabis industry. We uphold female and non-binary involvement in this dynamic industry and inviting any and all to join the conversation and explore the historic and current cannabis news and movements. Join us as we take you around the country, dissect strains, and bring you all types of canna-facts. And then they have, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, which is Babes About Bud. So go follow them. They have a really nice description. Ours is literally just a podcast about King of the Hill.
I know. If we had a cannabis podcast, it would just be like, you'll canna piss your pants listening to this podcast. And that would be it.
Exactly. That's the level that I can handle. It's just like, it's a podcast.
And we'd be like, that's clever.
We'd be like, oh my God, hilarious. People aren't
going to expect that. That's funny.
Switch it up on them. Oh, shit. So go give them a listen. All right. So I also want to give a shout out for another iTunes review because they really just, they mean a lot to us. People listening to us, reviewing us, recommending us, like truly, you are incredible. Okay. So this one's from Awful Waffle and it says King of the Hill and more. It says Jacker and Amier.
Cute.
Borderline on juvenile toilet humor with a dash of King of the Hill episodes. I've been listening since day one. Oh, yeah. And will never stop riding this wacky train of love and chicken farts.
Oh, my God.
Tuesdays are no longer Monday's sloppy seconds, thanks to Ho Yeah Podcast.
Awful Waffle. I'd say that was pretty great waffle.
Yay! Ugh, awesome. Thank you, everyone, so much.
Thank you.
We just adore you.
Patreons?
Patreon.
Well, we'll have to do our Patreon song, the one we recorded last week, remember? Okay, ready?
What? Sorry. Okay.
You can sing it with me, Amy.
No, it's all you. You go ahead. This is your moment.
Way to yes and this improv situation.
I am not an improv person.
That's okay. I think it was just all heavy breathing anyway.
I don't even remember it. I didn't even know we had one.
We didn't. We just did a lot of breathing and a lot of ah. And then afterwards we were like, that's our song. it's recorded.
Oh, I am sweating profusely because you said that we had a song and tried to improv me. No!
You usually like take the improv cues. um I was trying to do a thing where we like just say that, try to anticipate what each person's saying. Like pretending we just do it with me.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
And cut
Ready?
the rest of this out. I don't want people hearing how much we fight. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, ready, set, let's start singing now.
Patreon,
Patreon,
you're a
you got
patron.
it on, then you
You
got it
got it
going
going
on,
on.
and when you
Love us, we love
love
you. And
so
uh, good.
good and sweaty.
Not
Yeah,
sweaty.
you know it. Sweaty?
Jackie, shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Oh, I am so sweaty.
That was great.
That was
That's
the best. That was the best one.
yeah. So
Oh, I need to take my
I think
clothes off.
I think we're ready for Patreon shoutouts after such a fitting introductory
Son of
jingle.
a bitch. Okay. Woo! All right, here we go. All right. So we have got the illustrious Danae R.
Then we've got here they come. It's Stacy S. We call them Shades because in their picture they're wearing sunglasses. Old Stacy Shades S.
Then we've got somebody who's in their picture, they're standing with a hand on a hip. They're pointing like they're saying, you. I'm talking to you.
Over there.
Over there. And that's Dominique P.
Then we've got butt anal saw bastard gas. I'm sorry, bastard G.
Oh, yeah, but the first part was completely correct.
Or it's possible it's also pronounced butane is a bastard gas. But it's spelled butt anal saw bastard gas.
And then we've got Central American singing sensation is what I assume the rest of it is. And
it goes on even longer than that. Sensation, comma, la mo, ... and then that cuts off.
Oh my goodness. What a
mystery person.
A name. It's so mysterious, yes.
Yeah. And finally, we have Rachel Mackenzie K.
Such a long, fun name.
I know. What's it like to have your name start with R? I feel like that's rare. Oh,
R.
Another R. Rare Rachel. There it is.
Oh, Rachel, you rare little gem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yay!
Patreon! Yay! Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. Speaking of which, our $5 and $10 tiers, I want y'all to know that I will be working on sending out your little goodies. I think I'm going to have my mommy help me. I'm going up to Tennessee to visit her, and I'm going to bring it with me, and I'm going to force her to do work with me.
Quality mother-daughter time / work.
Hey, how's it going? Fix this. Do it. All right.
That's exciting. I don't want to give too much away, but I've been in the laboratory experimenting with I thought you were rolling your eyes at me. You were
my God. Oh.
It was just like,
oh my God, yeah. I'm just like, oh, here she goes again.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret.
Oh my God, no.
Sorry. It's like, no, I shouldn't say anything.
You fucking asshole.
I've been experimenting with temporary tattoos,
Mm.
just kind of seeing what's what. And I'm thinking about dipping my toes into either face wear or crotch wear. I won't say more than that.
Or maybe both.
Hey, maybe both.
Your crotch wear could be another person's face wear.
Uh,
Hey!
it's a mask, but it's reversible as a thong.
My joke was a face sitting joke.
Mine, I guess, was a panty sniffing joke.
God, this episode's getting sexy, and I'm still so sweaty.
I'm so sweaty.
Mm.
Well, we're 30 minutes in.
I know, and I'm like, I need to do this quickly because I have to edit.
We'll blast through the rest of it.
All right, yeah. the actual King of the Hill content is
That people,
we're gonna go real quick, people.
yeah, we'll just
So
gloss
listen up.
over the rest of it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Oh, yes. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We talking about episode 15 from season 3. That's 3 for all you peasants out there. And it is Sleight of Hank. Did I say that already?
I don't think so.
Okay. Air date February 16, 1999. Here we go. Hold on, let me get a beer.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna eat a snacky.
Oakley dokley. Now I'm ready.
Okay.
Bobby and Peggy paint puffy white clouds on a blue wall in Bobby's room. Hank enters the room and beams with pride at the sight of his son's hard work. But his smile fades when he realizes that the white blotches are actually clouds. Because a boy's room should just be blue. It's not a nursery.
I know. Clouds?
I know.
I guess are not manly.
I know. Hank announces his intention to paint the wall solid blue so it resembles a boy's room. This kind of starts an argument, the beginning of a long argument between Peggy and Hank. Later, Dale hands each of, Hank goes out there, goes to talk to the guys, and he says, "Yep," before he knows what they're even talking about, as Dale points out. And Dale says that he's doing a surprise birthday party for Nancy. And Hank groans when he realizes the event is being held at Abracapasta.
I love Abracapasta.
Yes.
I just
want
love
to
it. It's
go
so
there.
clunky.
I know. It doesn't even, it's not, I was like, Abracapasta. That abracadabra, it's not even close.
I don't know if that's technically a portmanteau, but it's the most cumbersome portmanteau I've ever heard. Abracapasta. It's so good. I love it.
Cumbersome portmanteau. You sound like a genius.
Oh,
thank you.
Take it down a notch.
I feel more comfortable now. Thank you.
Yeah.
So Abracapasta is a restaurant that features magic acts and, I guess, pasta. Hank tells his friends about his dislike of magicians as they cannot be trusted. Despite his misgivings, Hank shows up to the party. And I love this because Nancy and John Dale has employed, quote unquote, John Redcorn as a diversion for Nancy to keep her busy all day long. She's not going to have a single fucking clue about this surprise birthday party, which she doesn't. She thinks that they're, at this perfect little hiding spot for her and John Redcorn to have a romantic dinner.
I know.
And she walks in and notices Dale expertly hiding behind a plant.
She sees him immediately.
I know. And she's like, oh shit, Dale's here. Everybody pops up, says, happy birthday. And she realizes that this is a surprise party. All of her friends, all the neighborhood people are there. Hank immediately says, well, this was a great birthday party. Attempts to leave. But Peggy makes him sit down. During the show, the astounding Herrera comes out and he does some really cool magic tricks. Hank is a butthole the whole time. He's just
Oh,
oh,
unbearable.
he pulled those flowers out of his shirt and she's not really cut in half and blah blah blah. So Peggy's, like, shut the fuck up, Hank. We know that none of this is real. We're just trying to enjoy the illusions, okay?
I'm so glad she says that too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
do you really think everyone believes that this is real magic? Like,
I
you're the
know.
only one that understand. Like, he's just being such a wet blanket.
Yes, he is. It gets worse
Oh,
because the astounding Herrera asks for a beautiful female volunteer, and Peggy's like, "Oh, well, obviously it's going to be me," which it actually does turn out to be her.
yeah. Who else would it
And
be?
of course, and he brings Peggy up to the stage, and Hank's like, "Oh God, whatever." But Herrera helps her into a very large pinata, which is then sealed shut. Blindfolded, Herrera starts swinging a flaming stick at the target. Like, am I going to set this woman on fire? We'll see.
He's
As he's,
so good. I
I
mean,
know.
he's just what's the word? Just so much pizzazz. Pizzazz isn't even good enough. He's
Hmm.
just
What a
uh,
showman. He's a showman.
yes.
Yeah, he's great. So, he's about to do the third swing, and Hank, the audacity of Hank, goes up on stage and is like, "All right, I've had enough. Peggy, get out of that. We're leaving." Which, you beehole. This man is performing. Your wife is a part of the act. It's fun. You're at somebody's birthday party. Sit the fuck down.
This part, Hank's behavior is so mind-boggling here. If one of our friends did this, we
Oh.
might end up bringing them to a hospital or something. Like, this is outrageous behavior for you to storm onto it. If you don't like the show, just leave.
Yeah.
You just meet your wife at home, but you storm on the stage, you yell in front of everyone, you yell at this performer who's just trying to make a damn living. And then Herrera lights the piñata on fire and Peggy's gone, and then Hank actually starts yelling at him to bring my wife back. Like,
I know. Oh,
it's
like,
insane.
it is. It is. It's crazy behavior. And then all of a sudden we hear he's like, "Where is she? Where is she?" And we hear Peggy from the back of the I don't know, it's not an auditorium, the back of the room, just like, "Hank, I'm over here." And spotlight goes on her. She's sitting all cool, sipping from her beer, just like, "Hey, what's up?" And I mean, honestly, Herrera really picked a great volunteer. Like, Peggy is gonna, like, she's gonna milk it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Uh, but, he's like, "Hey, how did you do that?" Hank says, "How did you do that?" And he says, "Well, I will never break the magician's code, and neither will my lovely assistant." And Peggy is like, "You're damn right, I'm not going to." When the Hills return home, Peggy is, refusing. She refuses to tell Hank how the trick was done. And she's obviously enjoying this. She's
Mm.
really enjoying holding the secret from him because she can tell it's bothering him.
She also likes knowing something that other people don't know or having
For
that
sure.
feeling.
Absolutely. The next day, Peggy is describing the trick to Bobby. And, he's a great audience. She's just like, I love it because she says, "And then I was gone, and there was like candy came out of the pinata." And he's like, "What kind?" She goes, "Jolly Ranchers." Oh my
Oh
god!
my god. Oh
Which,
my god.
honestly, if I was at a magic show and Jolly Ranchers flew out at me, I would be fucking stoked.
Yeah, Jolly Ranchers are good. It's not like, Tootsie Rolls are coming out of there
Yeah,
or Milky Ways. Ugh.
Milky.
Or
You
Three
don't like
Musketeers.
what? Those are so
No, Milky
good.
Ways are okay. Three Musketeers is what I'm thinking of.
Come on, what's your favorite candy then?
Bar?
Yeah, like I'm thinking of the fun size Halloween ones.
I I think it's a tie between Twix and
Mm,
Snickers.
mm.
I'll
So
pick through all of those first.
you like some substance to your candy. You like a little, like a crunch or a nut to it.
I suppose that is true. Yeah, I never thought about it. That's good. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Who am I?
Yeah.
What does
Huh.
this candy choice say about me?
Yeah. You
Okay.
like your candy mushy?
No, well, I do love Milky Way. I do.
Hmm.
I like that. I like that soft. mush, I guess. Easier to
Interesting.
gum. Yum, 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 yum. I like a candy that doesn't require teeth.
Okay.
All right.
Grandma.
I know. Although I will say that my grandpa, my pup, he had one tooth in his mouth and he loved licorice, which
Didn't
is
he
like a
eat
real.
steak too
Yes, he sure did.
with his one tooth?
With his one tooth.
Well, there you go.
That thing was a workhorse. All right. She tells Bobby that this was all accomplished with magic because Hank's trying to be like, there's a logical explanation. Of course, he doesn't know how it was done. So, Peggy's like, well, I can tell you how it was done. It was done by magic.
Mm.
Hank then instructs Bobby to go to, aren't you late for school? It's Sunday. Aren't you late for Sunday school? Bobby's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So he takes off to Sunday school and we find out that he has to do a report. Ugh! A Sunday school homework? Kill me.
Yeah.
So he decided to do one on Jesus. Later that day, Peggy and Luann are listening to Bobby's very boring Jesus report. And Peggy's like, you need to add like a little bit. It's just boring. Maybe just add some sort of showmanship to it, whatever. Hank also takes Luann and Bobby to see the show again at Abracapasta because he wants Luann to be the volunteer who gets picked and then tell him how it's done, which I love that he has that much faith in Luann to actually tell him how it's done.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have. But the astounding Herrera throws a little I don't know.
Curveball?
There it is.
There it is.
At Hank. And instead of putting Luann in the pinata, he gets into the pinata and has Luann, hit it with the stick. And it's a great thing. He pops up next to Hank and he's like, have you figured it out yet? Oh, it's so good. So good.
Legs crossed, chin leaning on his hand, just like, I'm right here. Have you figured it out yet? Mm.
No, I know you haven't.
Mm.
Hank is like being driven mad by this. He wants to figure it out so badly to the point that he tells Peggy, guess what? I figured it out. Come in here. And he tricks her to get into a box and then nails her shut into it and is just like, I'm not letting you out until you tell me how the trick is done.
He nails her into a box. He nails it shut.
I know. And he's like, I'll wait. I will wait for you to tell me how
What
this
would
is
you do
done.
if you found out that one of your friends, like me or anyone else, if one of us was just like, yeah, my husband put me in a box and nailed it shut. He's so annoying.
Oh, God. Yeah, I would immediately beat them up.
Yeah.
So, Hank has to let her out because they have to go see Bobby's report, his Jesus report. Bobby has decided to he was influenced by the astounding Herrera and puts on an absolutely amazing magic show as Jesus the magician.
Yes.
And
the amazing Jesus.
The amazing Jesus. Does a great job, turns water into wine, makes a loaf of bread out of one single slice. It's great. And, of course, everybody is just so offended by this. And Peggy and Hank are yelling at him on the way home. Then they start yelling at each other. And, poor Bobby, he's just like, first they were yelling at me, then they were yelling at each other. And, I just don't know what to do. And he's telling all of this to Joseph. And Joseph says, well, when my parents, they have a rule. They don't go to bed angry. They do something nice for each other before they go to their own bedrooms.
They're separate bedrooms.
So Bobby's like, okay, that's a great idea. So he kind of sets it up where he paints the clouds back on the wall and says, Mom, come look. I think Dad did it. I think he was trying to say I'm sorry. And Peggy goes out to be like, oh, I accept your apology, Hank. And Hank's like, apology? I don't have anything to say I'm sorry for. What are you talking about? And she's like, and he sees the clouds again. And he's like, what the hell? What are these clouds doing here again? And that leads into this really big fight between Peggy and Hank, and they're yelling at each other. Poor Bobby runs out of the house. He's crying. He sees Bill dancing with his mop.
Oh. Oh, he's like, "My parents are gonna get divorced, AKA my parents are gonna become Bill." And that's when
Yes,
he sees him through his window dancing with a mop.
I
Oh,
know.
poor Bobby.
Oh, poor Bobby. Uh, Eventually, we see Hank and Peggy are going at each other. They're not holding back on the insults. Eventually, Peggy gets so pissed she kicks Hank in the shin, and he kicks her back.
Oh,
And then all of a sudden, we see Bobby. He's, sitting outside, head in his hands, crying. Poor little baby.
I know.
And we hear just like this maniacal laughter between between Peggy and Hank. They're cracking up. Bobby runs back inside and he's like, "Wait a second, you guys are fine?" They're sitting together on the bed, hugging each other, laughing. They're like, "Yeah, we were mad at each other, but it's okay now." And Bobby's like, "I don't understand. You were screaming." And they're like, "Well, we sometimes you can't really explain it." And he's like, "You're not even trying." And finally, Hank is like, "Why don't you come sit here and let's look at the clouds pass by?"
Aw.
So we end with Hank and Bobby and Peggy looking at the clouds on the wall, just like we did in the beginning. And they're talking about everything they see. And the only things that Hank sees are uh, propane and propane accessories.
Yeah.
And that's where we end. However, there's an extra little bit where we see how the vanishing trick is done.
Yeah.
And it's done by Peggy slipping out the back of the pinata a
Before it even gets lifted up in the air.
Right. She's dressed up as one of the dancers and shuffled off stage. And as everybody's distracted by the fire, which, yeah, everybody would be distracted by that, she slips back to the seat and waits for the light to come on and show her that she's there. Show everyone that she's
So
there.
simple. So
I know.
perfect.
So good. And that's the end of the episode.
Yay! Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I do love this episode. I
I do too.
forgot about it, but and Hank is just out of his. It's like a he's been doing so well for so long.
I know.
It's weird to see him being so irrational to the
Right.
point where he's storming on stage and yelling at magicians and ruining friends' birthday parties.
And putting his wife in a crate.
Oh, that's right. Oh my
And
god.
essentially in a coffin.
Yes.
No air holes. Just like
Nope.
you better start telling me before you run out of air.
But it's a really good episode. I don't know. Should I just get into it?
Yes, please tell me
Okay.
everything.
Well, I already said I love abracapasta.
Mhm.
Amazing. Uh, and of course, I just love that we get so much of that class, like so many Dale lines of him saying something that, unbeknownst to him, actually has much more weight to it than he realizes. Like when John Redcorn and Nancy show up to the surprise party and and Dale runs up to Nancy and he's just like, "Nice work, John Redcorn. She didn't suspect a thing." And he turns to her and he was just like, "You're so clueless." And it's just like,
God. Oh,
um I just love those moments.
I know, me too.
And they could be, I used to think like, "Oh, that's kind of sad how clueless he is." But every time he's saying one of those lines, it's usually him just feeling really good about something.
I know. And I've started to like the idea, like I start to think he has a humiliation kink, so every time he says something as like that is perceived as clueless because he knows that they're banging, that he gets off on it. So it makes me feel a
I
little better
do
about it.
love that. I love thinking about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, maybe who knows, maybe he and Nancy have some kind of open relationship agreement
Mm,
and that's why he is subtly hitting on Hank and Peggy. It's there if you look for
mm,
it.
it is.
So, I mean, we literally saw him disrobe in front of Hank and Peggy last episode, so.
Room for one more?
Mhm.
Wink.
I love the part where uh oh, well, of course, when Bobby's practicing his Jesus report in front of Peggy and Luann, and it's just kind of boring and whatever. And Peggy's like, you need to jazz it up a little bit. Like when I'm talking about history, I'll do it in a Fat Albert voice or something. So we got another Peggy doing Fat Albert. Very cool.
Mhm.
I like the conversation that Hank is having with the guys, and he's trying to figure out how the trick was done, and he's trying to talk it through it with them. What does he say? He's just like, "Do you guys have any theories?" And um, Dale's like, "You're asking me if I have theories?" And Hank's like, "About the magic trick, Dale." And Dale's like, "Oh, not a clue." Oh, it's done with twins. One Peggy in the pinata, the other Peggy in the audience. And Bill's like, "Another woman who looks like Peggy, smells like Peggy, feels like Peggy?" And Hank's like, "My wife does not have a twin." And Dale's like, "You don't know that for sure, and you never will. They destroyed the evidence when they blew up one of the Peggys." That made me laugh so hard. Like one of his wives just blew up, like just died.
All for the
Um,
magic trick, all for the illusion.
yeah.
They murdered a woman.
I love the part when Hank and Peggy go to Bobby's Sunday school to go hear his report, but right before he goes up to give his presentation, we see Dooley finishing up his and his report. You just get the tail end of it, but he just says, "But I only saw one set of footprints because God was holding me."
They
Just
were
made
on
me
his
laugh
bicycle.
so hard. Yeah. Why is Dooley even at Sunday school? Doesn't
No,
seem
it's a way for his
um
parents to pawn him off on someone.
yeah. And the last thing I wrote down here was, is that the last thing? I just wrote down Bobby's entire presentation when he's
Mm,
the amazing Jesus.
yeah.
And he just says, just picture him in a little cape with like a table with just some very basic magic trick stuff. And he's just like, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am the amazing Jesus, Son of God and Master of Presidentation." Ooh. "Has this ever happened to you? Your followers want a glass of wine, but all you have is water? Well, if you're the amazing Jesus, no problem. Water and wine, it's a miracle. John 2:11. I love that. And then he goes on, "Thank you, thank you. Now you're going to need something to go with all this wine, maybe some bread. But how are you going to feed all these hungry people with just one slice? No problem if you're the amazing Jesus. Amen. It's a miracle, ladies and gentlemen." Mark 6:44. And then the last part, oh my God. "Thank you. Now for my next miracle, I'll need a large wooden cross and a couple of volunteers." What was he going to make disappear?
I want to know what he was gonna do. Were they gonna have somebody pretend to nail him to the cross?
I know, right? It's like, oh, it was awesome. I
So
loved it. So
I know.
good. Go, Pamela Adlon.
I know. I wrote that too. I was just like, that is an amazing, amazing presentation and scene. It is so fucking funny. Oh my god.
It's so genius to pair like the miracles of the Bible with magic, a magic show.
I
It's so
know,
smart.
so good. Oh, God, I love it.
I know. But I think that's pretty much all I have. I know there's probably some stuff that I missed, but there was a lot of stuff in this episode. What about you?
There is a lot of stuff in this episode. There's so many good things. Honestly, one of my favorite scenes in the entire series is when Hank tricks Peggy into the box.
Oh
It
my
just,
God.
he's disgusting. He's got pit stains. He's unshaven. He looks like he's been up all night long. He's been drinking. There's like a shitload of beer cans on top of it. And he's just like, fuck it. I'm gonna put my wife in this box and force her to tell me how to do
And
this
then he
trick.
just sits in that folding lawn chair, like sipping something out of a mug and just like legs crossed,
I
staring
can
at the
wait.
box. He's out of his mind. He looks out of his mind.
Yes, yes. It's one of my favorite scenes in the whole series. It cracks me up every time. Um, but, besides that, there's a couple of things. So, I love, just the John Redcorn, Nancy, and Dale stuff. I just love it. I love it so much. And there's, when Dale is saying, "Oh, I asked John Redcorn to keep her busy all day. She won't expect a thing." And all the guys just immediately like they start shuffling
Yeah.
uncomfortably, and Boomhauer's leg just kind of starts. He's like fucking around with the grass with his foot, like, oh god.
I it's again, if that was our friend, it would be so hard to not talk about this. You and I would just immediately look at each other like like I screaming like you do with your friend when you
Yeah,
can't say anything, but you're like, "Oh my god.
I, I
Are
know.
you hearing this? Oh my god."
God. And then just to continue on that is when uh they're at Abracapasta, and surprise, hey, we got you. And John Redcorn goes, "Happy birthday, baby." And then immediately Dale's like, "Happy birthday, baby." And then they're all sitting at the table together. It's John Redcorn, Nancy in the middle, and Dale. And I'm like, God, I wish they were a throuple so badly. I'm like,
I know. I love that Dale and John Redcorn kind of helped pull this party off together. Like it was
I know,
Nancy's guys
I
working
know.
together.
Oh, I just love that. I love Hank saying, "The last thing I need is some silky man in his silky scarf trying to trick me into having fun." So fucking Hank, you're so boring. Come on. um, let's see. When Hank and Luann go back to Abracapasta, and Luann's walking up to be the volunteer, and she's got her fingers crossed, and she's saying to herself, "I won't really disappear. I won't really disappear."
And the part when he asks for a beautiful volunteer, she raises her hand. He chooses her, and she just stands there, kind of like looking over her shoulder in different directions until finally he's like, "It's you, you."
I know, it's so funny.
So good.
Oh. Um, of course, Peggy when after Hank, imprisons her in the box, and they're at the show at Bobby's magic show, Jesus magic show, and he's like, "Peggy, I'm really sorry," and she's like, "Thou shall not speak to me." Um, and this is just a random one, but back at Nancy's surprise party, I just love the cuts to Bill's excited sounds, all the sounds he makes when he's like,
Yes.
"Whoa, whoa." He's so excited and he sounds like a child. It's so good.
That's another part I really liked too, where Hank is having a terrible time at this show, and at one point, what does Herrera do? He pulls out like
Hmm.
what does he pull out?
I don't remember, but it's when Peggy, I know what you're talking about, when Peggy's like, "We know that he didn't really do whatever."
Yeah, Hank's like, oh, like look, he pulled that out of his pocket. Obviously, I saw him do it, and Peggy's like, Hank, that's not part of the trick. And then like the camera pans out to Bill, and Bill's just like, wait, where did that come from?
I know, I love it.
Where did that come from?
And just one last thing is when Bobby's trying to like pretend that Hank has painted the clouds on the wall, and he's like, "Mom, come in here." And she goes, "What, Bobby? I'm microwaving soup." And then and then as she leaves to go say, "Oh, I accept your apology," to Hank, we see Hank like crouched over by the microwave sipping the soup out of the bowl, and he sees her come in and he puts it back in real quick like, "Oh."
I completely missed that.
It's such a stupid little thing. It cracks
That's
me up. So that's pretty much it, because I got everything else in the episode recap, and you also had a few of the ones that I really liked.
cool.
Cool, yeah.
Cool.
So that's all I've got. Shall we venture over to listener comments?
Yes, we shall. And watch this. I'm going to make listener comments appear out of nowhere. Stand back, Amy. Stand back.
Okay, I'm back. She's standing up, everyone.
All right. Amy, do I have anything in my hands?
Nothing. You're
All right.
completely nude. You have nothing on you.
On the count of 3, I want you to say, hoodly doodly doo.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Oodly doodly doo.
Now clap your ass. Keep clapping. All right, Amy. I want you to check your back pocket.
Wow. Where did that come from?
And there you have it.
Holy shit. Amazing. The astounding Jacqui.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Beautiful. Amazing. Incredible.
Thank you. I wish everyone could have seen it. We should have done this for a videotaped one, but it was pretty cool. I had to do like I had to bend backwards like that girl in The Exorcist, and then I peed my pants. Jumped off a diving board, landed in a cup of water, and when I came out, my hair was dry.
This is all true. It's all true. But you know what? Before we get to those listener comments, we have a listener comment song.
Oh, good.
All right. This one is from Charlie W. And it says, "Hey, Ho Yeah Pod. I stayed up to record this emotional ballad thinking about the Ben Stiller meme you sent me, drawing courage from it."
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're welcome. Sending this with minimal production because it is a night for bold deeds and going to bed before 1 a.m. Hope you like it. Your loyal listener and super nice Twitter friend, Speaky C.
Oh,
yay!
That's
Okay,
our good friend. Okay, I'm ready. I haven't heard this.
5 seconds. All right, you ready?
Yes.
This is my ode to Bobby Hill, not afraid to eat his fill. That little cherub, heaven sent, wish I could be as confident. Bobby, that boy, is so right, his spirit is a shining light. We are drowning, pull us out. Dear Bobby, lift us from our doubts. Dear Bobby, lift us from our doubts.
Dear Bobby, lift us from our doubts.
Oh,
yes!
Wow! I'm still grooving to that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt the urge to do backup vocals. I've never felt that with a song before.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yes. Oh, Charlie.
Wow.
Speaky C.
Speaky C. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you so much for sending that in. We love listener comments. You can send it to hello@hoyapod.com.
Yeah, just put listener comment song in the subject so we see it. Kersplatsky.
Oh.
Which is a very cool name.
Yes, it is.
Dooley's "'Cause God was holding me," and Hank drilling Peggy into the box to tell him the trick. I love that part with Dooley. It's so funny.
Oh, no. I love, Nomiomio says, "Oh, I love Jesus. Jesus is good, Bobby. Very good." Bobby looks super smug.
Yeah.
And, like, Joseph and whoever's next to Bobby, they look at him like, "Fucking kiss ass."
Oh, here it is. Lance.d.no._ from Bill. Where'd that watch come from?
Jawbanks _. "You can finally wear those overalls without being embarrassed." And poor Bobby, he looks down so upset. Like, I should have been embarrassed. Acid Tripper 666, nice, says, I don't want to be in the thoughts and prayers of anyone just because I'm Bobby's dad.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Bobby. This whole episode, he's just getting, like, railed by everyone.
Oh, another one by Lance.d.no._ by Peggy. "That's because bees are stupid." And then Love Applemint says, "Bees are not stupid, Peggy. She was appreciating your art until you insulted her. Rude."
Bees aren't stupid, but owls are dumb. They're
Are they?
considered, they're considered like the dumber of the large birds.
Why does everyone think they're so smart?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird things with owls. Like, people think like they're associated with witches and witchcraft, and they're evil or they're wise. It's weird. I don't know.
There's a lot of things we don't know about birds that
Mm.
new information has been coming out all the time. Like, no one, I don't know, we're just figuring out what exactly birds do,
Yeah.
which, if you think about it, you don't know.
No. They lead rich inner lives that we could never comprehend.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow. We're going to start that bird podcast.
Yeah, we are. Lane_.am says, the next bumper sticker I see, you will get up here and honk like the Dickens. Oh, so Johnny_pizza says, also pretty sure this episode won an Emmy.
Oh, who is this?
Wow.
Johnny
Johnny_pizza.
Pizza. Ooh.
Johnny_pissa.
Thank you for sharing that information. I always forget to look at that stuff. And Emmy. Well, I'm not surprised.
I know. It's so good. _Mendozable_ says, to be honest, Hank was kind of a dick to everyone in this episode. He should have just stayed home. Yeah, he should have just stayed home.
Yeah. Lieberg Art. I wish abracapasta were real. I love two things, magic and pesto. Poor Hank. And I 1000% agree with you. I love pasta and I love magic.
Me too. Honestly, that show looked incredible, especially that last one. Like, there was fire involved, and a piñata was exploded, and Jolly Ranchers came flying out. That sounds like an incredible show.
Yeah, but just to be able to do sleight of hand, not in a weird Las Vegas goth douchey way, but like maybe I'll get into magic.
Oh, Jackie, no.
No, you don't think so?
No.
I could pull it off.
I know you could. I believe in you, but we'll have to stop being friends.
I guess if you started getting into magic, I'd be a little weirded out, yeah.
Like, oh, Christ. Here she goes again.
Oh, man, she's really into this.
So I love this because right next to each other. So Alyssa.not_Alyssa says, yep. And then Dale, you don't even know what we were talking about. And then right next to that, Tom A. Nielsen says from Dale, you have to come. You already said yep.
Bender's Redemption. All you can see outside is Bill dancing with a mop.
God. Oh, he's so sad and lonely.
I guess he's coping, though. If it makes him smile, good.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I love this. Nomi Omio says about how Hank doesn't trust magicians, and Bill is saying, ever since David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear, shame on him.
Yeah, I know. God, what a wet blanket. My last one by Dodger Gal 81. We get another Fat Albert impression from Peggy. I just love her. I agree.
Me too.
I'm excited. I was so excited to hear Fat Albert. That was good.
All right, and my last one is from Gracie_no. There is nothing more important to a magician than keeping secrets, probably because so many of them are gay.
Oh, yeah.
What a wild assumption from Peggy.
I know. Bees are stupid and all magicians are gay.
Oh, God.
Or so many of them, I guess. Is that all of the comments?
Yep, that's it.
Well, thank you, everyone. Those were good comments.
Yes, they were. Thank you.
This is one of those episodes that makes me especially grateful to have a listener comment part, because there are so many lines that I love the listener comments, because I know if I miss anything, somebody's going to bring it up.
They're going to bring it up. Yep. All right. So with that, it is time for trivia. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I've never been more ready. Try me, Jackie. Just try me.
Okay. Let me pull up my notes. Okay. Amy.
What?
This beginning of miracles did Jesus in Cana of Galilee and manifested forth his glory. And his blank believed on him. Who believed on Jesus?
Followers.
Oh,
Daddy.
no. You are
Haters.
You're getting farther away now.
Disciples.
Yes!
Ah!
Very
It's
good.
been a long time since I went to Sunday school.
Haters! And his haters believed on him.
Jealous bitches. That's who.
Yeah. I can't wait for the New Testament. It's just going to be called #Bible.
All right.
That's my only question.
All right. I've got toot.
Okay.
All right. Where is the amazing Herrera from? Where did he hail from?
Texas?
No.
Where?
Guadalajara, Mexico.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I got one more. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. What is the song that is playing while Bill is dancing with his mop?
Is it Pussy Control by Prince?
It's WAP by Cardi B. Bring a bucket and a mop. No, it's more than a woman.
More than a
Woman to me. By the Bee Gees.
Hey.
I know. So it was more of a they were breaking it down. It wasn't a slow waltz. They were grooving. Him and his
I'm glad
mom.
he's having a good time. It's good to see him smile. It really is.
I know. Poor guy. He needs it. He
He
needed
is.
that
He.
mop.
I really believe that he is the sadder of between him and Dale.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I wish somebody would cuck him. He needs it.
He would be so appreciative.
I know. He'd be like, "Thank you for making me a cuck. Thank you. Please don't leave me."
Please. You can do whatever you want, just don't leave me.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
That's the episode.
All right. Oh, Amy,
What?
do you know what the next episode is?
Yes, and this one I'm a little bit nervous about to be honest, because we've talked so much about dolphins and yeah,
It's La Grunta?
it is. John Vitti presents Return to La Grunta.
Oh my God. I always want to call it Escape from La Grunta.
I know.
Scary. Oh my God, La Grunta. Well, here it comes, everyone. I guess our entire podcast has been leading up to this.
I know. What are we going to do after this? We're just going to have to end it.
Woo! It might be good to retire sea mammal ejaculate discussions.
I think so. I think once we
Get
do
them
this,
all out.
get it all out.
Oh, and I will be looking with my eyes at the listener comments, and I'm looking for someone to share a certain information or fact that we requested maybe in the 1-year anniversary episode. I'm not going to say what it is. The people who listen will know.
I don't even know.
I
genuinely don't.
Here, I'll say it and you beep it out, okay?
Okay.
We challenged the listeners to and then to put it in our listener comments.
That's right. Oh, I bet you're all so confused. You don't even know what she just said.
The real listeners, the real fans will be nodding smugly at themselves in the mirror right now because they're not near anyone else to smug at.
Our real haters will know.
Well,
yep.
I am excited for that.
Yeah,
and that's about it. Give us a call. Our phone number is, take it away, Amy.
I don't know.
You don't have it it memorized?
No!
Oh my god.
I had to memorize our P.O. box, okay?
Well, listen, all you have to do is just remember this little jingle.
Mm.
386-530-3876.
386-530-3876.
Now you've got it. It's
Yay!
386-530-3876.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, well, now what about our P.O. box?
If you want to write to us in the mail and not on email, which email is hello@hoyapod, you can write us letters to P.O. Box 5612, Gainesville, Florida 32627. I was trying to do it to Summer Lovin' from Greece.
Oh my god.
It did not sound like that.
It didn't, but you got the point across. That's the address, okay?
So just write to us at that address. You'll remember it from the jingle, and
That's right.
follow us on Instagram.
Yes. Hello? Nope. Oh yeah, pod. That's the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, we love you. We love you. Oh, so much.
Thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
And we're excited for next week. It's gonna be a little messy, but I'm excited, and thank you for joining us, and until next time. Via Cambios! Just like a woman.
More than a
woman
to me.
P.O. Box 5612, Gainesville, Florida 32627.
All right.
Okay.
End this.